Hello everyone, it's that time again to get started on some more blue-collar leadership, leading from the front lines. Today, the lesson is going to be on chapter 6. Again, if you're just the first time you join me, I'm going to be going through all 30 chapters. There's 30 chapters in this book. Chapter 6 is Be Better Tomorrow. And when we talk about being better tomorrow, we're just feeding off of the last lesson. And again, a lot of times I'll emphasize reading because for me, that's the one thing I can do every day, without a doubt, to be better tomorrow than I am today. It doesn't just happen. You're not just going to get naturally better. If you just keep going to work, doing the same thing, the same way, for the same reason, you're going to get more of the same. I don't know. People tend to be happy with that, but I'm not happy with that. So I assume maybe there's some other people that are not happy with that. And again, my heart, my passion is for developing the blue-collar workforce, although I train a lot of white-collar leaders. Be better tomorrow. And again, I started reading leadership in 2008. I had never read a professional leadership book. I didn't even know that type content existed. I'd never been exposed to it. And I tell a lot of that story in my Defining Influence book, a lot of my personal story and my journey from there to here and that sort of stuff. But well, Rhea and I spoke about a year ago. We spoke to 80 leaders from 40 different countries around the world, and they were the top leaders. They reported to the CTO, who reports to the CEO, and it was 80 of their top leaders from 40 countries around the world. Most all of them had PhDs, and they were having a 3-day conference in Orlando. And Rhea and I was asked to speak on one of my books. If you don't know, I have 11 books right now, and one of them is 10 Values of High Impact Leaders. And he wanted me and Rhea to speak on that to his 80-person team that he'd gathered from around the world. And that don't even make sense to me. I mean, it does, knowing what I've done since 2008. But what I'm trying to encourage you, I ain't trying to encourage you to be like me, to be a speaker or to do that. I'm trying to encourage you to do whatever it is you want to do at a higher level, or maybe at all. A lot of people go to work, but they're not doing what they want to do. So that's, to me, that's a waste of a life. So I'm trying to help you figure out how to get where you want to go. But just because I started reading every day and started applying what I was learning to my life and started teaching it to other people, I never had an idea that I wanted to do this for a living, and it's for fun, really, and you get paid to do it. So that's what we should all strive to do. And you always hear that growing up. You can do whatever you want to do and be whatever you want to be. But my challenge to you is simply do something intentionally to get better. If it's these videos, watch somebody else's videos, take what you learn, figure out how to apply it. What I'm trying to ask you to do now is to do something different. If you want dramatically different results, you got to do things dramatically different. It's about that simple. I want to share with you, before I close off this video, the title is Be Better Tomorrow. Subtitle is When You Become More Valuable, You Will Become More Successful. Don't focus on being successful. Focus on becoming valuable. Then you'll do the right things for the right reasons, and you will become successful. But my opening quote there is one I really like. It says, if you have too little confidence, you will become, excuse me, I got off on the wrong line. See there? We all make mistakes. And part of me being real on here is I want to encourage you. Maybe you've got a message. And maybe you're like, well, I don't know if I really want to tell it. I don't want to do videos. Like me, I hate videos. But I don't mind making mistakes. I make mistakes all the time. Especially, doing these videos. It's like, it's not my thing, but it's okay. I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm not getting paid to do it, so I really don't care. But let me start over on this quote. It says, if you have too little confidence, you will think you can't learn. If you have too much, you will think you don't have to learn. By Eric Hoffer. So the key there is be humble. As Warden Burl Cain, who was a warden over Angola prison in Louisiana, I met him out in San Francisco. Rhea and I were out there earlier this year, and Warden Cain says, be humble so you don't stumble. And humility has a lot to do with learning, growing, and developing. A lot of people think I go to college, I get my degree, I'm done. Or maybe, well, I go back and get another degree, or 2 or 3 or 12, whatever. But then you quit. You go get a job based on that degree, or based on your high school diploma, and you don't go get any more education. You don't have to go get a degree. And the most important thing to do is work on yourself, personal growth and development. So you can do that by reading and videos and all that sort of stuff. Like I said, I make a living now, a great living, enjoying what I'm doing based on me pouring into myself, just like I'm asking you to do for yourself, which I started in 2008. That's what I'm telling you. Don't expect it to happen overnight, but expect it to happen.